It's the holiday season, Sharon. We know that more than ever these days, people are at home, more people are decorating, more people are putting up trees. It's a very happy time of year. It's a very comfortable time of year, but we also want to make sure that it's a very safe time of year. So Sharon Cooksey is here from Kidde, Canada. She's going to give us a few safety tips and help us make sure we have the happiest holiday ever. Hi, Sharon. How are you?
Hi, Scott. Happy holidays.
I love your tree in the background, by the way.
Thank you so much. That was a lot of hard work, I'm going to be honest.
So let's start with that tree behind you. Do you have any tips for people in terms of safety when it comes to putting up a Christmas tree?
Absolutely. So the first thing a lot of people don't think about is securing the tree to the floor. So make sure that it's anchored very well. So you want to make sure that it cannot easily topple over. So that's it. Number one, secure your tree well. Number two, if you have a live tree, and make sure to water it. Trees are so beautiful. They add so much ambiance and warmth to your decor, but unfortunately live trees can become a fire hazard if they're not kept watered daily. So keep it fresh and green as long as possible. And
Brilliant.
finally, my last tip would be around the decorations, the ornaments. So if you're going to hang ornaments, which most people do, consider using ones that do not require the metal hooks. So those metal hooks can be a hazard. So consider something like this that can self-hang right on the limb.
I have a confession to make. Our tree last year fell down and it was dramatic. It's like you spend 4 hours getting your tree up, decorated and
Yeah,
perfect, and then
yeah.
you have to start over and all your decorations are broken. So great tips. Absolutely want to get that tree tied up. The
Yeah,
other thing is the fireplace, right? Everyone
right.
decorates their fireplace, as do we. We've got a gas fireplace. What should
Yeah.
people keep in mind when they're decorating their fireplaces?
So first and foremost, when you are shopping for decorations for your chimney, for your fireplace, like this here, Xander, my puppy, has his own stocking. Hello.
Nice. I love it.
Just make sure to, number one, look for flame resistant or flame retardant materials, right? Because you want them to not catch on fire in case you have an accident in the fireplace. So that's the first thing. But number two, after you decorate your mantle, no problem. Just make sure to take your stockings down until the fireplace has completely cooled off.
That's smart. Got to
Yeah,
remember that the building code requirements have certain distances and types
right.
of combustible material that need to stay away. So we can't
That's
forget that over the holidays. I am so aligned on this one.
That's it. And hey, and let's not forget to have your fireplace, wood burning, or gas log serviced at least annually, because the last thing we want to happen is for CO to back into the home.
And obviously, you need to have carbon monoxide alarms in case there is an issue. Super
That's
smart to get that checked out before you start lighting fires in your house.
yes, yes.
What about lights? Let's talk about lights a little bit because lights are a huge part of holiday decorations.
Happen to have some string lights right here. So
Nice.
before you install these, go through every light. Make sure that the wire doesn't look frayed, that the sockets look okay. You really want them to be in pristine condition before you install. And the second rule of thumb is people like to go Griswold crazy, right, with the lights.
Yep.
So a good rule of thumb is no more than three of these plugged in together.
What else should people be thinking about, in terms of making sure that their house is as safe as possible?
We want to make sure that everybody has working, and I mean working smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms. And for smoke alarms, working means that they have a battery installed and that they are under 10 years of age. So
Yes.
if you cannot remember when you last replaced or installed your smoke alarms, on the back of the alarm is a manufacturing date. Just add 10 years. At 10 years, it needs to be replaced. The same thing goes for CO alarms, except the time's a little different there. It's between 7 and 10 years. And last but not least, fire extinguishers. We want you to have fire extinguishers throughout your home, at least one on every level, and one in the kitchen. You go. I am so like, ooh.
I have one in my office because I spend so much time in here.
I'm so proud of you.
I have one in my office because I spend so much time in here. I'm like, if anything ever happens, like this is where I'll be running from, and I'll have that with me.
That's amazing. You are amazing at me that.
These are great tips, Sharon. I really appreciate it. Where can viewers find more information about holiday safety?
At Kidde.com, KIDDE.com, or Kidde Canada, KIDDE Canada.com.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, we hope everyone has a safe and wonderful holiday. Thanks so much for your help today, Sharon.
Thank you. Happy holidays.